last one. Now we're looking at minority shareholders of Union Bank of Nigeria expressing satisfaction with the announcement of 7 naira per share premium mandatory takeover, that's MTO, by Titan Trust Bank Limited, TTB. That's the new owners of Union Bank of Nigeria. Now, as required by the Nigerian exchange regulations, the mandatory offer allows Titan Trust to purchase the remaining 6.59% shareholding. That's equivalent to 1,927,532,000 and then 558 ordinary shares. That's a tender bid to be priced at 7 naira per share and offered at a premium above the market price, standing at 5 naira 9 kobo per share. That was on Monday when the offer was actually announced. I'd like to start with you, Mr. Charles. Is this fair enough, 7 naira?
Well, you can see from your report, the investors are expressing satisfaction. Yes, I also want to be happy with the investors too. And of course, the Titan Bank, they've shown resilience. And of course, we also need to give kudos to the current management of Union Bank to see that they allow this process to get to this conclusion. And of course, the regulators to ensure that it's fair, because that is why they are in the market, to ensure that, to protect the investors, and that is what they have just done. And of course, Titan Bank, this is a bank that is coming to take over one of the foremost banks in the country. They've also shown competence. They've shown that yes, they are really ready to take the bank to the next level. I wasn't even surprised, you know. In fact, I was even thinking they would have done it maybe around 6 naira, but getting to that 7 naira, it shows that yes, they are there to ensure that, because they've already bought over 90% of the company in question, that's Union Bank. So the minority investors now, they don't have anything to do again. They just have to follow suit. And so they now compensated them more by saying, okay, I think it's a fair deal to everybody, and it's win-win. Union Bank is happy, Titan Bank is happy, the investors are also happy, and of course, maybe the economy will be good for it. But I just want to advise that they have taken over now. I want to see that the highest level of corporate governance is adhered to in the running of this new entity. That is the most important thing. And of course, when I say highest level of corporate governance, they should also begin to look at, of course, you know, the popular 3 Ps.
I knew it. Sustainable.
Yes, they should run this new entity for the benefit of all the stakeholders, and also looking at the environment, looking at the people, and of course, they will make a lot of profit, and the Nigerian government will benefit, every person will benefit. I think it's kudos, it's good. Congratulations to all capital market operators, congratulations to SEC, congratulations to Titan Bank, and of course, the resilient investors of a former Union Bank.
Okay, very quickly,
just thoughts. To add to what my colleague just said here, as well, I think congratulations to the shareholders, and fine, it's a good one, but I think this time the regulator should also sit up, proper sit up, because we know that capital market, equity market is free entry and free exit. Now we have seen that what Dangote Flour did, Ola came and bought mandate to take over, which the same thing we are seeing here. This is a number of stocks. The way it's going now, this stock will not remain on the exchange, because this company is not a quoted company here in Nigeria. Now they are taking over almost 100%. They can decide tomorrow they are leaving the market. You can't put them back because it's free entry, free exit. What is the regulator doing? And to attract more market, because more stock to the exchange. Good one, we are like, everybody is happy that we have settled ourselves, your pocket is full now, but where will you put your money net? If after the which company, because if they are delisting, they are not coming back. And that's why this is the point that the regulator should also sit up. He has to have what we call mandatory tender offer, mandatory takeover. Let's balance it, because if you encourage more of takeover, before you close down the next 5 years, all the companies on the exchange will be delisting. Oh no. You have to balance it now, because yes, we need to encourage them to come and expand their business for us, but let's see and balance it, because the way last time we had a CBN stood there, the Polari Bank about 50 billion. We know the worth of that company, and also as we speak now, some banks are already online, for same thing again. We need to balance so that we not just overnight, destroy the wealth of investors that are already in this market. Let's balance it. It's very, very important. Let's know that the monetary tender offer, monetary takeover, let's know that this thing is well spread out in the market. Let investors understand the monetary tender offer and monetary takeover, so that at the end of the day, when you are seeing this kind of move, you should know where to put your money. And just like you just said, from 5 naira, nine couple to about 7 naira. The good thing is that they are not doing us favor, because this is also they bought from the major, holder of the the major foreign investor in the house. There is in Atlas, that is in this bank before. It's still 7 naira they bought. They can't do less because we are all in the business. That's why for me, I'm not surprised. I'm not praising them, but it's good for investors.
All right. Well, very quickly, just before we go for a timeout, we'd like to have your thought on this, Mr. Ajayi. Since the takeover of this particular company, what has been the result? What have there been changes?
Yeah, since the takeover, there's not really anything extraordinary on that particular stocks. And at the beginning of the week, when they analyzed the MTO, and initially everybody was trying to see what level of return actually with that potent, if you can actually take advantage of the current price. At the time, we saw the price went as 640 to actually before it closed at 605, and I think. What a lot of people are trying to look at, you're also looking at the period of tying down your capital. That would it be worthwhile for you to actually tie your capital down for that long, and just because of maybe a minimal spread of maybe 5-6%. So, and I think, just like what Mr. Charles and Mr. Ambrose actually mentioned, the regulator needs to look into this very well, because you can't continue to allow companies to get delisted from the exchange. You can get to a level that how many more companies do you now have on the exchange for people to actually invest in? So I think we need to find a way to actually encourage people to stay on the exchange, and also on the part of the exchange that they need to find a way to maybe find a way to start talking to Titan to get listed.
Okay, well, I guess this is a good place to end it. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll turn our attention to results of select companies. Stay with us.